Hello everyone, my name is Elspeth. Welcome to the Planeswalker Pantheon. Today we are going to open up something a little different to what we usually open on the channel. A Ikoria Lair of Behemoths bundle. In the bundle, if you guys aren't familiar with what's in these, you get 10 packs of the latest set. In this case it would be Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. You get a special oversized spin down life counter, the card box, an alternate art premium foil card, in this case it's the card classification, and you get 20 normal basic lands and 20 foil basics. Anyways, let's get into it and I'll show you what all those look like. Alright, so that's that. First thing we do is we take off the sleeve. There's our cool looking box there with the key art. With Vivian Reed just guiding a whole heap of monsters. You get this box, which basically does nothing. It's just not quite big enough, or it's not quite small enough. There is our little pull-out guide explaining how mutate works. And the cool little art piece of Vivian there. And also, if I can get this to unfold just right, these sleeves that surround the box make up a really cool little poster. I've been collecting these ever since I've started playing, and I want to sort of make a really cool diorama. So there's that. Alright, so got the box right here. We have our special oversized spin down. These are a little bit different to the ones that you get in the pre-release kits. They're a little bit bigger. I'll grab one real quick just to show. So that's the one from the pre-release kit. This is the one from the bundles, and you can only get these ones from the bundles. A little bit of a different colouring to match the colour of the set, and they're also a little bit bigger. You get, there's your classification card right in there. I'll bring it up just so we can see it a little bit better. It's foily different artwork. I actually kind of like the original artwork better, but I believe this would be the foil basic lands pack. And then you've got the normal basic, so you get one of each artwork. Oh, you also get the same kind of ability counters tokens that you'd get in the pre-release kit, which is real nice. Then some reference cards, you know, like how to play the game, and some little adverts. But that's enough of all that. Let's get going to what really matters. We get 10 packs of Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. Let's see what we can get. So, I love this new Essence Scatter artwork. It's so cool. It's been a long time since Essence Scatter had just a good bit of artwork. Fire Prophecy, great red card for removal. Huntmaster Liger and the cool comic book artwork, which is real neat to look at. This is like my favourite kind of art style they've done. Like, I loved Eldraine in the whole storybook form, but like this just makes the cards pop so much nicer. Lead the Stampede, that's a cool reprint to see come back after a long while. Ooh. Easy Prey, and our rare is Death's Oasis. So this is the Abzan enchantment part of the cycle. So for a white, a black, and a green, you get an enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put the top 2 cards of your library into the graveyard, then return a creature card with lesser converted mana cost than the creature that died from your graveyard to your hand. You can pay 1 sacrifice the Oasis, you gain life equal to the greatest converted mana cost among creatures you control. Planes, and a cool little cat token. I love this new Frostlings artwork too. It's so cool. Cool Evolving Wilds artwork. Convolutes back. Farfinder, probably one of the best creatures that can go into any deck. First uncommon is Mystic Subdual. Back for more. Reptilian Reflection. And we've actually got a mythic. We've got General Kudra of Draneth. So for 1 black and a white, get a legendary creature, human soldier. It's a 3/3. Other humans you control get +1/+1. Whenever General Kudra or another human enters the battlefield under your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. Sacrifice 2 humans, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's real cool. Ooh, and we've got a foily glowstone recluse in that really sweet comic book style artwork. Oh, that foiling actually really pops off nicely. And a Swiftwater Cliffs and a human soldier. So I hope everyone has been treating each other kindly, taking care of themselves, do everything that's going on. It's interesting times that we're living in at the moment. Oops. First uncommon is Indartha Crystal. Second uncommon is a Majestic Oricon. A third uncommon is a Flourishing Fox, which has been seeing a lot of play in the cycling decks and standard. And our rare is actually one of the lands. It's a Bonder's Enclave. So it's a rare land. You can tap it to add a colours, or you can pay 3 and tap to draw a card. Activate this ability only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Got a mountain and another human soldier. I like this whole concept that they went with Ikoria of like these giant monsters trying to sort of survive in this world. I mean, so these humans trying to survive in a world of giant monsters and trying to sort of, you know, get into equal footing. But then you've got the concept of the bonders, you know, like with Luca and like a few other characters that you might see in the artwork, sort of form these sort of symbiotic relationships, which, you know, those who aren't able to form them just aren't happy with. And then you've got Vivian in the middle of this, who's like, hey, you know, beasts, while, you know, I don't like the fact that you're killing them, I don't think they should be under human servitude either. Mysterious Egg. First uncommon is the Zagoth Crystal, so the Tamer Crystal. Got a Proud Wildbonder, a Porcuparrot. There's some really cool, man, the Sim could love this plane for all the weird creatures that exist in this area. And our rare is the Mythos of Brokos. So for 2 and 2 green, you get a sorcery. If blue-green was spent to cast a spell, search your library for a card, put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Return up to 2 permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. So you can entomb a card, put it in there, if you want it in there, or you can just return it straight up. You know, you still get the returning 2 permanents upside. And then, like, Narset's here as well. I think she's trying to learn from the beasts of the world as well. And then the Wanderer just comes out of nowhere as well, which is kind of neat. I really want to see if I can find any sort of story for this set, because there's some cool things going on. Our first uncommon is an Archipelago. Second uncommon is Fighter's One. Our third uncommon is Bastion of Remembrance, which I think is actually a really neat card. And our rare is actually the Zagoth Triome in that comic book art. Cool. That's real neat. I love these sort of borderless comic book style artwork. So the Zagoth Triome is one of the new Tri-lands. It's a swamp, forest, and island. It can tap to add any one of those colours, or you can cycle it for 3. That's really cool. Got another soldier. So who's interested in wanting to know who the Wanderer is? Like, the Wanderer as a concept, when they introduced the character in War of the Spectres, is really interesting. Just like this concept of a planeswalker who can't control when and where or how they even planeswalk is just an interesting concept. First uncommon is a Glowstone Recluse, again in that sweet little comic book style art. A Lord Dracus, also in that comic book style art. A Frilled Scale Mentor. And our rare is Zerda, the Dawnwaker. So this is one of the other companions. So for 1 and 2 Boros hybrid, you get a legendary creature, Elemental Fox. The nickname is going to be Firefox for this. It's a 3/3. Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1 mana. And for 1 and tap, target creature can't block. And to have this creature as your companion, you must have each permanent card in your starting deck must have an activated ability. Cool. And we've got a Capture Sphere, a Rugged Highlands, and these really cool little tokens. Like I said, I prefer this style, like this one with the thicker cardboard, but that's just me. I'm really raking it in with these comic book style arts. Like, I don't know. I think I just must have the touch. Alright, let's get to this next pack. Night Squad Commando. This is a pretty interesting new pacifism art. Great Horn's a great mutate creature. Draft Healer, Cease Plan Standard. First uncommon is Migration Path. Got a Trumpeting Gnar as our second uncommon. Our third uncommon is a Reptilian Reflection. And our rare is Umori the Collector. I think I might have a playset of this already. So Umori the Collector, it's 2 and 2 Golgari hybrid for a legendary creature Ooze. It's a 4/5. As Umori the Collector enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. And if you want to make this card your companion, you have to make sure that each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. I've opened it twice now, I think, in between pre-release kits and the like. And I've just never been able to companion it, because I've just had always either really good removal spells, or when I was playing in my online pre-release just with a few people from my local store, I had like 2 copies of Back for More in a green-black deck. And just some just really strong things to sort of reanimate. But I think that if you can do it, absolutely companion away your cards. Got a Neutralize as our first uncommon. Cancel with Upside. Cunning Nightbonder as our second uncommon. Bastion of Remembrance as our third uncommon. And our rare is a Bosch the Prey Piercer. So we're getting a lot of companions here. So a Bosch the Prey Piercer is the 3 and 2 Rakdos hybrid. You get a legendary creature, Hellion Horror. It's a 3/5. If a sorcerer you control with an odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double damage to that permanent or player instead. So just say, just to bring an example, you had a Bastion of Remembrance. It's on the battlefield. Because it's the Bastion of Remembrance, I believe it's doing the damage. It actually deals 2 damage per creature dying. And if you want this guy to be your companion, all you have to do is make sure that your starting deck only contains cards with odd converted mana costs. And a Dinosaur and a Rugged Highlands. Nearly done. Got a Cloud Piercer and that cool comic book style artwork. Our first uncommon is a Huntmaster Liger. Second uncommon is a Lead the Stampede. Third uncommon is a Rooting Moloch. And our rare is Extinction Event. So for 3 and a black you get a sorcery. Choose odd or even. Exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value. 0 is considered even. And we got a foil Archipelago. That's pretty cool. And there's a companion marker token, which is kind of neat that they've put in there. And our last pack for the day, guys. First uncommon is a Mystic Subdual. A second uncommon is a Dire Tactics, which I think is very good removal in this format. I think it might even see standard play if there's a right deck for it. A third uncommon is Insatiable Hemophage. And our rare is the Ketra Triome. I think we got 2 of them. We've got the Zagoth Triome. So we've got the Ketra Triome also in the cool comic book artwork. So the Ketra Triome, it's the same as the Zagoth one that we opened earlier, except it taps for Temur instead. And that is it, guys, for this bundle opening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, favorite, subscribe, tell your friends that we exist and we put out content. And I hope to see you later.